Hi everyone, this is Evia Tuquesada, and I'm filming this for like the fourth time to share with Alisa. And this is my response video to her question about what we like to do besides what we do now in our crafts and designs. So, Alisa, I'm making this video to show you some of the things I used to do a long time ago. But Sebastian's been super hyper and super loud, and they kept fighting, so this is like the third or fourth time I've had to film it. So I hope I don't miss anything. And excuse me if I go too fast, but I'm kind of tired of going over it. And but here it is. I used to make jewelry, and this was in 2000, and it was before my kids were born. So these are actually two articles that came out in the newspaper because my line of jewelry was being sold in boutiques here in Puerto Rico. So these are some of the things that I used to create. So I don't know if you recognize some of the jewelry beads that I've been sharing with some of my friends from way back then. I've saved all of my beads from when I used to work on this, and I've been sharing some of that. And this is a picture that was taken of me, and here goes Sebastian again. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go through the video because I can't keep filming it. So you'll have to excuse Sebastian. And this is another article that came out, and this was on July 16th of 2000. So there's a little article about my line and my creation. And these are the pictures of the shooting that was made for that for the articles. So that's it. That's me before. And these are the little flyers that would promote my jewelry. And some more pictures of the necklaces that weren't chosen for the article. So yeah, so that's what I used to do in 2000, and like before that. After Beatriz and Sofia were born, and after Sebastian, I was doing this until like 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. I started by doing some canvases for Beatriz and Sofia's and Beatriz's room. So I made some little kids and painted them in acrylics on a canvas to decorate their walls. And I liked them so much that I started doing a catalog with all kinds of little kids that people could choose from, so that I would paint their acrylic canvases to decorate the rooms. And people liked them so much that they kept on asking for different kids, and they placed orders for actual like gift cards. So I would make sets of like gift cards for them to put in their gifts. So these are some of those with some of the girls that I was working on, like this one. And then I did some graphic things for boys. Sebastian, please. So you see all of my illustrations. I'm sorry, Sebastian doesn't have Beatriz to play with, so he's being very loud playing by himself. So these are all the little cards that I used to make at that time. I'm sorry if I went too fast there. I'm trying to go fast through this so that I can show you Alisa and all the friends that might be interested in seeing what I used to do. Sebastian, can you stop? And these were labels for books. So the big label and the small label. And let me see if I can. And these were the tags. This was all for back to school. So I did that for like 2 years or 3 years. You know how we all go through different stages in our creations. So those are all designs that I used to make for that little gymnast. And this was in my old computer. It was a PC, and so I don't have access to any of that right now. I'm working with a Mac, and I haven't been touching any of the graphic design things that I used to do since I started working as a teacher. And had to pack all my things and put them away, and then finally start making my studio back to what I wanted to work with now. So yeah, those are all little tags and cards. And these were pads that I used to print for to-do lists. So those were like 100 sheets, and those are all the designs you got to choose from. Those and those here. They're tiny, but they were like that first size that you saw. So they were like this size to my hand. And I sold those for a couple of years. And I used to do the 8x10s too. But sadly, I don't have access to any of those things or the programs that I used to work with. And I haven't been able to learn the new ones that I got because I don't have the time now with the 3 kids and work. So, and these were bookmarks for First Communion. These were for a baptism, so those are the bookmarks, and then behind that is like the little gift that the lady had, and I just made the tags for the bag. And those were sent to Miami. These is for another Christian, so those were the things that she gave away after the party. And then through this, I met, I actually ran into a friend that I had from high school, and she was a party coordinator at the time. So she liked my things so much that she started asking me to do invitations for all her little kids' theme parties and all the graphic things that she needed. So I would do the invitations for the theme parties that she had. And this, for example, is one that I made for Sophia with a Little Mermaid. And these are like the goodies that we gave away in the party. And this was a frog themed that she couldn't find anything for at the time. So I created that little frog, and it had googly eyes, and a little fly that I created with a brad, and then a printed image in the background. And these were the goodies that were given away. And I took that out, so sorry for the glare. These were invitations for Sophia's Beatrice's birthday. Sorry, Beatrice is a December baby, and she wanted little people that year. So I got all those illustrations from, I think it was a coloring book. So yeah, she was 3 at the time, and so Beatrice is 7 now. So I created all of this, and it's only a picture, but I had like all of that painted with like micro beads on it, and illustrations. The illustrations are all done graphically, and these are stickers all printed from my computer. And these were the goodie bags that I created for her birthday. And then this here are t-shirts that I created a design for, and we sent them to be printed for another birthday theme party. And those are the little goodie bags that the mom gave away. This was a safari themed adult party. So these were the huge banners that were decorating the venue. And this was a Ben 10 before Ben 10 had anything for parties. So I created the invitation and the banners to decorate the party because there was nothing for Ben 10 at the time. Sebastian, please, for the 3rd time. And these are like little kids illustrations with invitations and cards. All of those are like those pastel ones. And all those illustrations are mine that I used to work on and scan into my computer and recreate. And this is, there was a hula Hawaii themed party set. I think it was a party theater or something, so I created the tags to go along. Tinkerbell, superheroes. This was an invitation that she had with some trucks and building things, so I found an image and I created the things for her to go with her whole party theme. Yeah, more kids things. This is an invitation for twins. More baptism and Christian things. Invitations and it's recordatorios, and I can't think of the word in English, but it's what you give your guests after the party. This was a sleepover party, so we made some pillowcases with a logo that I created, and she added a marshmallow, huge lollipop, and we made the little we made the little tags for it. That's how that was arranged. So I used to make all of those for her. This was an invitation for like a young adult party. That was like disco, whatever. This was a Cinderella themed party for which she wanted a lot of bling on her invitation. So those were like very blingy, and these were like simpler ones for another Cinderella party. And this was for a cooking themed party. So I created the little girl there. That's my illustration, and we just placed the invitation inside of a oven mitten, and then placed it in a big envelope and sealed it with a sticker that I made. And these were the goodies that she gave away at the party. Like when the kids came in, each one would get a set of these. with the logo that I created, and we embroidered that onto some aprons, and this was the birthday girls set. So that's my logo with the little two kids. And dinosaur, this is a Merry Merry invitation, and I just created the rest of the things to go along with that. So I created that dinosaur and all the things that this was embroidered into towels, and the little card, thank you card, and then that was the actual invitation from Merry Merry. And then I also made for her like the crafts for the kids to do, so I created all of these and arranged them so that she would take them to the party and have the kids do them. And these are pictures from my workshop for kids. I used to do girls workshops in like the summer, so I would take like 6 or 8 girls for a week and have them do craft projects. So this was from 2008, and the kids worked at Sophia in 2008 working on one of her crafts, and one of the girls participating in the craft workshop. And this was a private one for scrapbooking, so I had this girl for a week working on her different scrapbooks that she wanted to finish that summer. So she's doing all of her die cutting and the cutting and arranging her things. And these are some pictures of some of the acrylic paintings that I used to do with the girls that I designed. So you see some of my little girls that I used to illustrate. These were big canvases. And these are the ones that I created for Beatriz and Sophia's room. So those were the first ones. So I used to do pastels and then like really bright colored ones. These were made for a big birthday party for 2 little cousins that were turning 1. So I made all of those things. We created wrappers and we rewrapped all the chocolates, and then we did the baby food jars. I cleaned all of those up and covered all of the little containers with stickers and little ribbons. And I also made the little arrangement in the center, so those are all printed out images that I had designed, and I glued them all into little like pipe cleaners and the colors, and we added then the flower person made the flower arrangement to stick them to stick my little things in. And this is the actual catalog for all the dolls, for all the little girls I used to make, so that you could choose the ones you liked for me to do the painting of, or to add to your stationery things. So those are all the little girls that I created at that time. There's a whole bunch of them. So this is the boys line. These are all the little things that I created for the boys, younger and older ones. And then the elements, boyish and like mixed room serve, and like all by theme. Like people kept asking for things, and I kept like designing new ones. So these are other ones, and those are more designs. So yeah, I used to do, whenever I get into something, I do like a lot of what I'm doing. So so yeah, I created a huge catalog of images for them to choose from. But that was like a different stage. I'm not doing that anymore at all. And these are some of the things that this was made by me, but these are things that the kids created in the workshop that they worked with me at. So this is a big, large canvas with paper piecing on top, and this is a placement that they painted. This is a centerpiece that I created for a theme with nautical. It was a wine tasting with nautical theme. That's what I was trying to say. So this is a centerpiece for the launching, for people to sell tickets for it and everything. So I created that centerpiece for the table, for the breakfast reunion. And these are just pictures from my workshop of the things that the kids would work on. 2009. So these are some of the kids. I don't have permission to share them, so I'll show Sophia. Those are the little multi-layer canvases that they did, and the kids working, and some of the things they made. More other workings. Those were that was in my old studio. So And more of them jumping around and having fun and doing. It was a whole day thing. It was from like 9 in the morning to like 3 o'clock or 3:30 in the afternoon. So I would have them all day, and they would do different things all day long for a week. Some of them signed up for 1 week, some of them for 2. So it was a lot of fun. I did that for 3 years. And this was another theme party. It was SpongeBob, but it was for a girl. So I created the invitation with some illustrations that I took out from coloring books, and I just recreated the whole thing in my computer. And added the flowers and all the illustrations for it. And these were the crafts that I created for the kids to work on at the birthday, because there were like lots of them. So I pre-cut all of those shapes. So we create some fishes with googly eyes on a canvas, and then they did this other jellyfish. And let's see, more workshops. This is the banner that was at the entrance of the workshops, and these are some of the things they were working on that week. So this is 2010. More of the kids. These were younger kids. Scrapbooking. This is Beatriz with one of her friends. And more things drying up. So they would work on something and bring them here and have it dry, and then work on the next thing. And that's so like at the end of the week they would take their bag with everything that they had created in the workshop. So that's them working again on different things. And more of their crafts. That used to be a lot of fun. And this was another workshop. They painted those on placemats that I bought for them. I showed them our original art, and then they did their own modern, simplified version of the dot painting. And these were all done with beads and more beads. And these are the bags that they decorated, and the things they would put, like everything when it was done, they would put it in that bag, and by the end of the week they took that bag with everything they had created. And this was like little scrapbooks that they worked on. So they worked on different pages, and they ended up with a little book with all of their creations. More things, and that's Beatriz and Sofia with some of her friends, their friends in the workshop. Yep, that's what I used to do in the summers for kids. I used to do the workshops for them in that old studio. I don't have the space for that anymore, so let's see. The scrapbooking and painting, and it was a lot of fun. They would have a lot of fun. This was playing to music. But out of that type of workshop that I was doing came my job as an art teacher, which is what I do now, and I've been doing it for, this is going to be my 3rd year. And this is just another graphic design thing I worked on. So it's a program for a coronation. That was on Mary Poppins theme, so I created that for that. So yeah, I got to the end with not much screaming or interruptions from Sebastian, but you finally got that little scream to close. So Alisa, I hope you liked my share of what I used to do, and you get to see a little side of me that you haven't seen. So hugs and kisses, everyone. Take care. See you.